What is up guys, welcome to another video. So in this video I will go through the best super rare cars in the game, not including the prize cars again. Well, this time I had to really cut a lot of cars out because super rare territory really has a lot of cars to offer. So any car that you see on the screen is a really big keeper, and I'll give a lot of honorable mentions too, so let's get started. The first car on this list is gonna be a Renault. Let's see where the Renaults are. So it's this guy right here, the Renault Sport Spider. It's really good for 15 RQ. It's gonna do 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds and have 87 handling. The mid-range acceleration is also decent, so definitely keep it if you can. Second car on this list is also a French car. It's a Citroen. So this one, the C2R2 Max. So when you upgrade it all the way up, you're gonna see 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds and 94 handling. The mid-range acceleration, it's not really amazing, but it's pretty decent. I mean, the handling is really good, and the acceleration to 60 also, so definitely a keeper car. The next car on this list, in contrast, it has really good mid-range acceleration. So where are my jacks? Jacks. Oh, right here. So I can't see it for some reason. Where are you? Yep, it's right here. It's a Jaguar XJS Transarm. So this is a racing car, so it has slick tires, be aware of that. But when you upgrade it all the way up, it's gonna have really good stats, like it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds and have 83 grip. Also, it has monster mid-range acceleration and top speed. This is gonna be amazing if you manage to reach it with it. Also, it's a 70s car, which is a really good thing to have sometimes. So the next car on this list is a Mazda. So it's one of the grippers Japanese. So RX-8 PZ. So this exact model, it's gonna have a 93 handling when you upgrade it all the way up and do 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds. Also has this street racer tag, so for 15 RQ it's really gonna save you some RQ in some races and make you win the day. The next car is a Chevy. I think you all know this one. It's probably one of the best dragsters in the game, the El Camino SS. So it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds flat and have 61 handling. Definitely the best purpose car in the game when it comes to dragsters. Really cheap and really does the job. So like having two of them is not really a bad idea. So definitely keep it. The next car, wait, it's also Chevy. So it's an off-roader. It's this one, K4 Blazer 5.7 liters. So this thing, when you upgrade it all the way up, it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds and have 69 handling. You have some other cars that are similar to it, like Dodge Ram Charger and Hummer H2, but this car is best when it comes to four-wheel drive, off-road tires. I mean, the real off-roaders in this bracket. So keep it if you can. The other two, you can grab them if you can't get your hands on this one, but definitely get this one if you can. The next one's a Lotus. Whoop. So it's this orange one. When it comes to this orange one, it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds and have 87 handling. Now, I would recommend it over the yellow one, over this one. The yellow one is gonna have a bit better acceleration, like 4.6 seconds, but it has no traction control, no ABS, and the orange one has better mid-range acceleration. So I would definitely keep the orange one over the yellow one. But if you can get the yellow one, keep the yellow one also, because it's a nice car. But the orange one is, in my opinion, better. The next one's a Subaru, not Suzuki. So I have to get the right one. Yeah, it's this one. So the 2016 Forester. So in this bracket there are many cars that have four-wheel drive standard tires, and they're quite similar. And the best one of them is this one, this exact one. So Forester 2016. It's gonna do when you upgrade it all the way up, it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 7.1 seconds and have 86 handling. mid-range acceleration on this is the best also among the others, and the weight is not really bad. It has high ground clearance and traction control and ABS, so pretty much everything you can wish from a semi-off-roader or a rain car. If you can't really get this exact one, the Outback from the 2016 is gonna do pretty nice. The Foresters from 08, 02 and 97 also. Some of them are cheaper, like 15 RQ, so you can get them if you can also. And Subaru Legacy 2016 if you need more acceleration. They are pretty good cars, but this one is the best among them. So the next one is also a gripper. It's again a Mazda. So where are my Mazdas? So it's another RX-8. Oh, let me just find it. Yep, it's the Spirit R. So the Spirit R is gonna do 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds and have 95 handling. So it's a bit of an improvement over this one, but I would kind of keep both of them because they have different costs, but yeah, I would keep them all. Unlike the rain ones, you're gonna use these much more often. And the next car on the list is also a Mazda, and it's this one right here. It's pretty much similar thing. It has 5.2 seconds 0 to 60 and 94 handling. But again, it's not an honorable mention. It's a real recommendation because you just use all three of those. If you have them, you're gonna see people use them all the time, and all of them in the like same race. So definitely keep them because like this one is 06 and this one is 212, so you may not be able to use them in the same events, and like I would just keep them all because they're really good cars and you're not gonna regret it. So the next one is a Chevy. So let me find it. Where is the big guy? Ah, he's here. So this is a standard tired real wheel drive car, and it's gonna have 86 handling when you upgrade all the way up, and also do 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds, which it's okay, but it has high ground clearance and all the assistances. Definitely something pretty unique, and has American Dream tech. So if you can get your hands on it, just upgrade it and keep it. It's gonna win you some races definitely. The next car is a Caterham. So it's this guy right here. It's also a small unique car for the slaloms. Like if you have it, you know you use it all the time. It's gonna do 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds and have 85 handling. Definitely a keeper. The next one is another definite keeper and an amazing car. It's a Renault. It's this one, the R21 Turbo Europa Cup, or however you pronounce it. So it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds and have 91 handling when you upgrade it all the way up. It's a slick tire car, so keep a mental note of that because it's gonna really lose your races if you don't mind it. Also the weight is amazing. It has Fresh Renaissance and Motorsport tags, so definitely a big keeper. The next car on this list is a Subaru. Yep. So it's this one. I have two of them and they've won me like really a bunch of races. When you upgrade all the way up, it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 7.1 seconds and have 86 handling. That's amazing for four-wheel drive or surface tires cars. I would recommend keeping it even if you have like true off-roaders that have high ground clearance, because it's gonna have a better stats than them, a bit better stats regarding acceleration, and it's gonna be able to beat them in a lot of ways. It's also you're gonna have lower weight, but you're gonna need the true off-roaders for some events, so keeping both him and the true off-roaders is definitely an amazing thing. The next one is a Nissan. So it's the 350Z Roadster. It's gonna do 0 to 60 in 5 seconds and have 91 handling. So it's a decent all-rounder car. The mid-range acceleration is also amazing, so definitely keep it because it's gonna be able to win against a lot of other things around it. For an all-rounder car, with the Porsche Boxer, definitely the best car in this bracket. So the next one, let me see where it is. I can pronounce that except the turbo, so I'm not even gonna try. but it's definitely one of the best standard tires, non four-wheel drive car in this bracket. Is gonna do 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds and have 89 handling, so definitely a keeper. The medium ground clearance is there and all the assistances, so city streets is definitely a place for it. The next one is another Renault, so you can definitely see that it's been a French renaissance in this update. I mean the previous update, but no new cars since where it is. So it's this one, the Z, or however you pronounce it. It's gonna do 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds and have 95 handling, which is amazing. The top speed and mid-range acceleration are not amazing, but for the grippy things, I mean the weight is low and has a mid-engine layout, so definitely an amazing car. Also French Renaissance and concept tags are there, definitely a keeper. The next one is also a Renault, shocker. So it's this one, Renault Sport Megane 4RS. So it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds and have 94 handling, which sounds like some other cars that you might find around there. The difference between this car and the others is its mid-range acceleration, which is amazing, simply amazing, definitely great car. French Renaissance and hot hatch, but beware that the ground clearance is low. Unlike some of those, that's why it has that really good mid-range acceleration, because you can't use it in city streets, so just take a mental note of that. Next car is also a Renault, amazing. So it's this one, R20 Turbo. So it's an off-road tires four-wheel drive car. So when you ignore like the, as I like to call them, true off-roaders, I mean this one also fits in that category because it has high ground clearance, off-road tires and four-wheel drive, but it's like a car, so the weight is not big. But when you upgrade it all the way up, it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 6.9 seconds and have 73 handling, which is absolutely unbeatable for a true off-roader. Definitely a keeper if you can ever get your hands on it. The next one is a Chevy. Where is it? I missed it. Okay, so it's here. The Corvette ZR2. So it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds and have 177 top speed. Definitely the best dragster in this bracket. Also American Dream tag is there. Definitely something to keep if you can. It has low ground clearance, so you won't be able to do, like, try to do city streets with it, because that'll fail. But if you can get your hands on it, keep it. The next one's a Volvo. So I gave a lot of honorable mentions for standard tires for wheel drive cars, but I would keep this one besides them also, because it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds and have 81 handling, which is amazing for a four-wheel drive standard tires car if you need a semi-dragster, let's call it like that. Medium ground clearance and all the assistances. So sprinting in city streets is definitely an amazing thing to do with this, and definitely keep it. I already mentioned this car, so the next one is gonna be, oh, so many Porsches. This guy, so Porsche Boxster from 2005. So when you upgrade it all the way up, it's gonna do 4.9, 0 to 60 and 91 handling. So along the 350Z Roadster, it's definitely, they're the two best all-rounder cars in this bracket. And this one is a bit better, but costs one more RQ. And the mid-range acceleration on this one is also amazing, just brutal. Top speed is also great. It's 171, if I'm not mistaken, when you upgrade it all the way up. So definitely keep it if you can. The next one is a Cadillac, or however you pronounce it, not Chevy. So it's this one. When you upgrade it all the way up, it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds and have 82 handling, and we're talking about a standard tire rear-wheel drive car. So the handling is not insanely good, but the 0 to 60 really is for a standard tires car. The medium ground clearance is there and all the assistances which you need in the range, so definitely a keeper if you can get your hands on it. And another car that has similar role to it is also a Cadillac. It's this Escadelle. So it has all surface tires and four-wheel drive. But again, I'm splitting it from the group that I talked about before, because it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds. So like if you sold your if you were selling cars that you got from the bosses and sold the old dragsters for all surface conditions, this one can almost replace them. And in this bracket, it's probably the only car that does that really well. I mean, 4.2 seconds on all surface four-wheel drive car, it's really good. Definitely a keeper. High ground clearance and all the assistancies. Like, look at this, the peak power, it's amazing. The next one is a Ford. So similar to the all-surface four-wheel drive cars, we have a lot of hot hatches that are excellent handling cars, and this one is the best among them. So when you ignore the others that I mentioned already, in this group the Ford Focus ST, I mean the ones that have medium ground clearance and almost all assistancies, this one is the best of them. So it's gonna do, when you upgrade it like all the way up, just a second, let me see, it's gonna do 5.3 seconds to 60 and have 93 handling. It also has really good mid-range acceleration, and it's gonna be better than the Focus RS from 02 or the 05 Superchips also. Another replacement for it could be the Renault Clio 200 or Megane from the 2002, but it's better than all of them. And if you can't keep this one or get it, try getting the others that I mentioned. But they're all good cars, but this one is the best among them. So the last segment of my cars, it's gonna begin with a Fiat. It's here. So it's this guy, Fiat Abarth 131 Rally. So this car is definitely one of the unique cars when it comes to this bracket. So it has off-road tires and rear-wheel drive, but has amazing stats. It's gonna do 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds, and have 86 handling. With off-road tires and rear-wheel drive, that's definitely unique. So just grab it and keep it, because it's also a 70s car. Definitely amazing. Motorsport tag is also there. Another similar car is a Datsun, but it's not here. It's probably gonna be under Nissan. Yeah. Let's go see it. Yep, it's here. So the Datsun 240Z, but the rally car, it has the tags like Team Favorite and Motorsport. It actually has better stats than the Fiat. So it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds, I'm sorry, and 89 handling. But it has low ground clearance, so keep a mental note of that, because it can get stuck in a lot of events, so don't use it there. That's why it has such good stats. The last and final car is a Suzuki. Where are my Suzukis? I think you already know it, so it's it's here. The Suzuki Swift Rally Spec. So it's another off-road tires car, but this time with front-wheel drive, and it's gonna do 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds and have 89 handling. That's pretty good, even if it didn't have off-road tires, but it has. The medium ground clearance is here, the weight on all of them is pretty low, so definitely a keeper. So that would be my picks for the best cars in this bracket. So definitely keep any of them that you can, and the honorable mentions are there. If you can't get the exact ones, you can get the others and keep them even after you get the better ones. So that will be all for this video. Make sure to subscribe for more content in the future, and drop a like if any of this helped you. So see you soon, guys. Bye bye.